Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm just journaling, so come on along. This is my gnome journal that I had started quite a while ago, but never finished. I took it out recently and, finished the cover and sewed in the signatures. The winter section, because I did this according to seasons, I'd done a lot of work in. I have journaling cards all made, belly bands, and then I did a little bit after that in the spring section, not that, but somewhere around here. Here's a little book, a little pocket there, little journaling cards. And then I just stopped. I stopped because I wasn't journaling in it. And if I'm not journaling in it, for some reason, I lose interest in it. So I decided just going to start journaling in it. And I started this fall. If you've been following along, you've seen all these pages. And what inspired me to get this journal out was I was cleaning up a mess over there, and I came across a whole bunch of stuff that I had pulled out to do Thanksgiving with, and I never did Thanksgiving. So now I'm inspired just to get these 4 pages done for Thanksgiving. I printed out some little tiny photos with my Ivy mini printer, and I put them over on the side. I wanted to show you this. We had this at my sister's house on Thanksgiving. She had these lovely placemats. And after dinner was over, I went to take one. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I just need to borrow this." She said, "Borrow it?" I said, "Yes, I just need to borrow this to put down on the table when I do a Thanksgiving video." So I had to show you that just so she knows that's what I really did. So I have pulled out a bunch of papers and some napkins that we used that day. I love this. It says Gather. And I have a really nice paper pack from Michaels called Give Thanks. And what I love about this paper pack, this is Recollections, is that they are sort of like watercolors. And I love the watercolor effect. So isn't that beautiful? I just love this. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this paper. That's why I bought it. And, oh, here's stuff. I threw everything on the floor. Some more stuff I had pulled out. So here's my little tiny pictures from my printer. And there were 21 of us. One was missing. She had to work. So we miss you, Olivia. And we thought about you. So this is Mom. She's 92. And her children and her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. And some spouses in there. No X's. So this is, let's do these in order. Okay, this is Mom and her 6 children. And I'm the oldest girl, so I'm the bossy one. So I'm just going to show you a quick video on the side here of me telling everybody where to stand for the video, which is funny. And this is Mom with her 5 grandchildren. She has 6. Like I said, one wasn't there. So she has 6 children and 6 grandchildren. And this is Mom with the 3 great-grandchildren. And I have a couple other pictures I'll probably put in too. So what I'm going to do, I love these grateful hearts, what I'm thankful for, gather and give thanks. And look at this beautiful turkey from the paper pack. And here's a big one. I'm going to decide, oh, and here's some other stuff that was in that pile. There's another napkin. This is Halloween, so that's not going to go in there, and that's probably Halloween too. And I just had some other really pretty Thanksgiving papers I might just stick in there so I don't lose them. use them or lose them, right? And I usually lose everything, so I'm going to use this stuff. So I'm going to decide which papers I want to put on the pages, and if I want to do any Mod Podging or layering or anything else I want to do the pages. This is getting chunky already, and there's a lot of pages that need to be done, so I don't want to put too much stuff in here, but I do want to jazz it up. So let me do some cutting off camera. Put my pictures over there so I don't lose them again, and I will come right back and show you my plan. Okay, I'm working on the last page first because, you know, Possum Patty, right? So I took a piece of this striped paper because I like how it matches this background. And I ripped one edge, and I really ripped it too much, but that's okay. And I did distress it around, make it a little darker. And I made it a little smaller than the page so I could see some of my painty paper back there. And I took this out of the paper pack because I want to write a little bit about this day. And this is plaid, the same colors, but I thought, well, maybe that was too close. So I might put just a little tiny bit of orange border on there. And that'll really make that stand out. And then I have some of this paper, which goes nicely with that little leaf up there. And then I have a picture of my son. We were playing Scrabble. He came over Thanksgiving weekend and spent the night, and we played games. And of course I cooked another turkey and made his favorite turkey orzo soup. And we had turkey and all the fixings, so it was like the second Thanksgiving. I did see him on Thanksgiving at my sister's house, but I really love when he comes to my house, and we can spend some time together and enjoy another Thanksgiving meal. So my daughter-in-law was there, his wife was there too, and let's see, so now I have to think about what I want to do first. All right, so I'm not going to decoupage on this page, but I am going to cut these things all down and just make some notes and get these into the book. And then I'm going to decide how I'm going to put the other pictures. Well, I'm really loving how this is coming out. I think fall colors are my fave. Did my little bit of journaling. Be proud of me, I wrote something down. Still a little wet with the glue. This looks like it's pulling up a little bit over there. I was thinking of adding just a little bit more to the page. And maybe going with a couple of leaves in the corners just to top it off. What do you think? I like it. I like it. I could put the red one down here. No, I'll put the orange one there. Put the red and yellow together because that makes orange. So it's got to go up here in this corner. And this will go down here. Or if I put, looks like this space is bigger for some reason. I feel like I have more room down here to put the two. And put the one up here. And I think that'll make the page. Although I know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to glue these down, and then I'm going to want to put a little piece of bling on them. Mamma mia. I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac here. I don't think I need it all over the whole leaf. I think I used too much glue anyway. Okay, and we'll let that dry. Do the same thing down here, and then I'll be back. Okay, I went over to the closet to find my bling bling, and I think this is a perfect fall green, and I might just place a few around. My son is very good at Scrabble. He's very good at all games. It's hard to beat him. The best Scrabble player in the family, though, is my sister Dee. She is the absolute champion of Scrabble, but she plays online Words with Friends or whatever that is all the time. All the time. She's just the best. And then I got out my chessboard, and I am no spring chicken. And my father gave me that chessboard, I believe, for my 11th birthday. And I still have the board. And yippers, I still have every single piece. I've never lost a piece. So that was 60 years ago. Almost 60 years ago. And I still have it. Nah, I'm not a very good chess player, but first game was really bad. Of course, he won. Second game, I did a little better on the second game. And the third game, he played against my daughter-in-law. I think he won that one too. When I was a kid, my brother and I, we used to play Monopoly all the time. For hours and hours and hours. Like a 3-hour Monopoly game was nothing to us. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, I'm going to let that dry a minute, then go on to the next page. Okay, I've hopped back to what's going to be the first of the Thanksgiving pages now that I've done the last. And I really love this turkey, Gather and Give Thanks. I want to put the picture of the entire fam on this page. But I decided to rip this around and around. And then I'm thinking, what kind of background do I want? And I notice these little flowers. I think there's a paper in the pad that has those little flowers on it. So I'm going to go look for that. And give just a little bit of a background. Because this is going to just fit on the page. Could come in a little bit. Make it a little bit more interesting. Take away some of this solid color. Like so. I'm just going to put the family up here, but I'm going to put a little bit more of a background. Okay, this will be my background paper. Again, leaving just a little bit of the edge there. And this is from edge to edge, but that's okay. Maybe I will distress this too. I put a little brown around the edge. And I'm thinking about going in the scrap pile there and looking for a little piece of dark brown to put around the photo so it stands out more from the background. But this is just like the intro page to all the other Thanksgiving pages. Gather and give thanks. I found a craft colored brown, and then I found this dark green, which I think will look really nice on there. So I'm just going to put my photo on here and paste that down like that. Okay, page number 2 done. And look what a nice difference just a little bit of a dark border around that makes. Really stands out now. And I wanted this really nice watercolor turkey there. Gather and give thanks. That looks like I got some glue on that R. I'll have to get rid of that when it dries. Okay, first page and last page is done. And now, see, I have these Tyvek strips here because I wanted to mix up some of the colors on the pages. So I cut them in half and glued it together with a different page. But that's okay. So these 2 pages, so this is about us all gathering. This is about after Thanksgiving at my house. And these 2 pages are going to be about the generations. So I'm going to put all the generations here. We have 4 generations. Maybe I'll do 1 page with 4 generations and 1 page with just a few random fun photos from the day. Okay, I put first generation, mom, second, the brothers and sisters, third, the grandchildren, fourth, the great grandkids, and I just put some fall fun there with the kids playing in the leaves. And what I did for the background, I took 1 large scrapbook piece of paper and I cut it in half and pasted it down this side and that side. And I'm just going to leave it because I just love these watercolor gourds. And I'm just going to let that be the decoration on this page. So each of the 4 pages is a little different. But I have the watercolor turkey, the watercolor gourds, lots of family photos to remember the day. And then this page is a little bit different with leaves and bling bling and some journaling. So I can't believe I got that all done, but I did, and I'm happy, 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 happy. So thanks for joining me today for some catch-up journaling. Much appreciated. I want to wish everybody happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.